Hey guys, welcome to What Was Mommy Thinking, or welcome back. I hope you guys are having an amazing weekend. It is time to do a very small cash, sinking fund only, stuffing from, and this is the wrong binder, so I'm going to go grab my sinking fund binder. We're going to stuff sinking funds for paycheck number 2 in September, and none of this should surprise you because I am Hot Mess Express. Let's get at it.
Every change has a reason, baby, let it come to you. Every soul, every season lives outside of status quo.
Alright guys, I actually have the right binder this time. Oh, you guys, you have to laugh at me because I'm totally laughing at myself. My concentration, my brain, my sleep deprivation, it is a real thing. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to stuff a few envelopes for paycheck number 2 in September. I've had to make a few minor adjustments to September, to the stuffings for these paychecks because we had a couple of unexpected expenses come up, and when I don't want to tap into savings or an emergency fund, I will reduce or move sinking funds to another payday, and that's what I did this time. Luckily it wasn't a huge amount, but nonetheless, we do have some adjustments. This paycheck, I have 3 total sinking funds that stay in my bank and do not come out in cash form. One of those is our car lease payoff sinking fund. We put $865 every month into savings so that when our car leases are up on 2 vehicles, that we're able to give the lump sum over and both vehicles will be paid in full. There will be nothing to refinance. We won't take out a new lease and get a new car payment. We're just going to do our best to be car payment free for a while. Then the other 2 that go in are our HOA and our pest control. Both of those are automatically deducted out of our account, so it just makes sense to leave that money in there, and that way when they come due, it's in there and it just goes. So let's get started with what we are physically stuffing this week. So this week I'm gonna move some things around here. I don't think I'm gonna need that right away. I don't think I'm gonna need that right away. So I'm kind of gonna reposition some stuff and try not to catch my money on fire and scoot this up just a bit. If you're new here, first and foremost, welcome. I am thrilled that we have some new friends, and I am still eternally grateful and love all of my family that have been here from the get-go and have joined along the way. This week we are going to start with stuffing our Thanksgiving sinking fund, which is way back here, and I am painfully aware of how close this is. Thanksgiving is not very far away. We are going to be putting $15. It says we should have $135, so there's 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, 130, 135. And so today on 9/19, we're going to put in another $15, and that should take us up to $150. Now, what I'm going to do is see if I can change out some bills, right? So if I take a 10 and I take a 5 to give me my 150, I can change this for 2 50s, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100. So that is exactly what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do my best and not to mess that up. I don't have any hundreds this week, so I'm just going to take out these, and that gives me 150 for Thanksgiving. I may grow to regret that decision because I may want larger bills down the line here, but that's what it is for right now. So next on our list is we have our pets sinking fund. Now I keep that in my cash envelope wallet, and I've been playing around with the idea of putting it back in my sinking funds, but then I go, no, you know, I need to keep it out here. But anyways, neither here nor there. You guys don't need to hear my saga of my arguments with myself over where to keep the envelope. We are going to be stuffing $200 today. If you're new here, I have one dog that's on a very special and very expensive diet, and it also costs a lot to get them groomed. So we do about $200 a month, and I should be putting more in. I just can't afford to. They do have grooming appointments October the 11th. So I know that I'm going to be, let's see, 81. I know that I'm going to be needing more money than I have in my sinking fund. So I know that's coming. So we should have started with 170. So 50, 100, 150, 170. And then we're adding 200. So let me put the bills the right way so nobody has a reaction, and let's make sure we have $370. 50, 100, 150, 250, 270, 290, 310, 330, 350, 370. So I know that we auto have my one dog's food auto shipped, and they just notified me his dry food is shipping, and that's $50 for a like 8-pound bag. It's so expensive. $45 or $50, and then I do have to buy dog food for our bigger dog, which thank goodness is on an Ibotta rebate too. So between that and the grooming at the beginning of October, we will go through everything that I put in there. So the next envelope is going to be birthdays. It is way up here, and I contemplated not stuffing this envelope this time only because we have 300, so there's 1, 2, 253, but I want to go ahead and put $50 in this envelope. So that's going to give us 1, 2, 250, 3, 340, 20, 340, 350. That's going to give us 350. My youngest son has a birthday coming up, and in November the 25th. And he will be my last child to go cross over into the double digits. He will be 10. So I want to make sure that I have money in here for that, and then I have a couple of friends with birthdays coming up as well. So $350 goes into our birthdays fund. And then the next sinking fund is clothing, which is right here. It says here we should be starting with $230. There's 50, 100, 152, 220, 225, 230. And today we're going to add, I normally add more, but this and birthdays were both sinking funds that I drastically reduced. I usually put 150 into each, but for the month of September, they're each getting $50. So that's going to give me $280 in clothing. So I'm going to take that 50 out and put it in here and make sure we have 280. There's 50, 100, 150, 220, 240, 260, 270, 275, and 280. All right. Now, the next one up is back to school. Our back to school, we spent everything in August. We had to buy 3 laptops and all kinds of school supplies because we made the very, very tough decision to virtual school our boys. So all of our back to school money was spent in August, which is the month that it was allocated to be spent in. So we're going to restart this fund, and we're going to put $75 in it. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and 5. So we'll put $9.19, deposit $75, and there it is. So we'll put this in back to school. And then we have way back here, we have our vehicle tags right here. This is one of those that we kind of know the amount, so we do the same amount every month. We should have 126, 120, 125, 126. Today we're going to put our September deposit of $18 in it. And I am going to use a calculator just because, well, there we go, 144. All right, so I'm going to take a 10 and a 5 and 3 ones, just like I do every month. Some rather worldly ones. I do seem to get money that has been around the block. Okay. 1, 120, 130, 35, 40, 41, 42, 43, and 44. $144. The next envelope that we're going to stuff, and it is the last envelope that we're going to stuff, is our Amazon Prime envelope. It is the very first envelope in here. And Amazon Prime is like $120 after taxes. I have 105, 50, 70, 90, 95, 105. I'm going to put $10 in it. And it looks like next month we will be fully funded, so I won't have to put a November or December payment in, only because our Amazon renews in January. So that's pretty good news, right? So I'm going to grab 2 more 5s and throw in here 50, 70, 90, 95, 100, 105, 110, 115. So I'm pretty much, I probably won't even have to put the full $10. I may go ahead and do it next month, but then in November and December I can reallocate that $10 to something else if I want to, or and then just start back up in January with the $10. So we'll see how that goes. So that is it for the sinking funds for this week, you guys. I want to thank you so much for being here and for sharing the sinking fund stuffing with me for paycheck number 2 of September. I hope you guys are having an amazing weekend, and until next time, everybody, take care of yourselves, be well, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.